So Aston Villa and Chelsea have dropped points, and this is a massive opportunity for us to capitalize on this and establish a healthy lead in the top 4 race and possibly catch Aston Villa, who are just 6 points ahead of us. And if we can get a win against Everton, that would be just down to 3. So I do believe that we can get the 3rd place this season in the Premier League. So we need to get a result against Everton for that to happen. So the wounds of the last game against Everton are still fresh. We couldn't get it over the line despite them being on 10 men, and we were at home, but that was because we had a Portuguese fraud in our dugout. But much has changed in this last month. We have appointed Carrick, we are playing the right way, we are making the right subs, we are going with the right approach. So this probably will be a result in favor of us. So we'll talk about the mistakes that we need to avoid that we did in the last game against West Ham United, and also about the lineups and stuff. So yeah, let's move on to it. So against West Ham United, we did a major mistake by playing a false 9, and especially playing Bumo as in that false 9 position. Bumo, I think, thrives when he gets space, and I don't think he's a good player facing his back to the goal. He wants to face the goal, and he's kind of a Mohamed Salah in terms that he doesn't offer much when in position. He's not that silky, he's not that great on the ball, but he's just deadly in the final third, and his finishing is just elite, and he has a good shot on him. So in terms of attacking output and not providing much in terms of overall gameplay, I think he's our Mohamed Salah, and he's getting goals for us. So I don't think we should play him as a false 9 again. I think we should go for a focal point. That was clearly evident in the last match against West Ham United, where they sat back and we just couldn't break their defense down. We did really play good football in midfield, in transition, in everything we did really good, but the goal was lacking. And after we brought on 2 strikers, Zirkzee and Šeško, then we had much joy, and we did equalize through a Šeško goal. So I probably think he starts Šeško up front, but I do think he offers more in that as a focal point more than Bumo in that against a low block, because he's a natural number 9 and he will disrupt their defensive line. But I think he also has that intricate passing, and that he's not that great on the ball when playing against a low block. I think we should go with Zirkzee, who's actually a 9.5. He's really good with the ball at his feet. He can link up. He can also score headers, and I think he's back fit. So he also perfectly fits in that Carrick style of play. If you watch Carrick's teams against in the championship for that Middlesbrough side, he has always gone with a false 9 who is great with his feet. So I think Zirkzee perfectly fits the profile. So I think we should actually start with Zirkzee up front and not Šeško or even Bumo, or we can just play Cunha up there, but I don't think Cunha has got the discipline to stay in that position and occupy defenders. He constantly will drop back and get involved in the game from midfield. I don't think we should go with Cunha either. I think Zirkzee is the best candidate for playing against the low block. So I think we should start with Zirkzee as a false 9, and then Ahmad on the right, obviously Bruno in number 10, and that in that left winger position we have a decision to make, whether to go with Cunha or whether to go with Mbeumo. So that's the decision I think will be quite crucial. Then in defense, I think obviously right back Dalot picks him for himself, and in defense we have obviously Martinez and Maguire. On the left back it's Luke Shaw, and in goal it's Lemans, and obviously in midfield is Casemiro and Meno. So the rest of the team picks for itself. So we need to only make 2 changes in those 2 crucial positions, that is a false 9 or a striker, whatever you call it, and on the left wing I probably back Zirkzee and Cunha for that role, and I think Bumo should come off the bench, as it again will be a cagey game. Everton will sit back, so we again would need to break their defense down, and I think we should go with all ball playing players, the likes of Ahmad, the likes of Cunha, the likes of Zirkzee, Casemiro and Meno. And Bruno isn't that great playing against a low block. I don't think he's good in that tight space, is same as Mbeumo, so I don't think we should go with those 2 together. So let's see. I think Mbeumo coming off the bench in the second half would be a great weapon that we could have, obviously along with Šeško. So I'm expecting this to be our lineup, or I want this to be our lineup. I think Carrick might go a little different. I think he might go Cunha up top or might play Šeško, and he might not drop Mbeumo. So let's see. He has shown that he can drop anyone. He has dropped Ronaldo, he has dropped Rashford, he has dropped Cunha in this season. So he has shown that he is not shy of dropping big players. So hopefully he does the same in this one. I don't think we should go with Bumo as a false nine, as I said earlier. Regarding Everton's home form hasn't been that great. They are good away from home. So they have Kevin Dewsbury Hall back, their main creator, but they don't have Grealish, and I is also back. So these are the two players that we need to keep eye on. And who I want as our left winger next season, and Kevin Dewsbury Hall. I think he's great in that number 10 position and is also good on set piece duties. So these are the only two players we need to worry about. And also Barry is quite of a nuisance up front. He might stretch our defensive line a bit, and we haven't got space in that defensive line, that is in those two centre backs, that is Maguire and Martinez. So yeah, we need to deal with that. So let's see. I hope we haven't got any defensive injuries. So I think if we only do these few changes in the team and go with the similar tactics that as we did against West Ham United, because as I said, we were really good in transition and stuff, I think we'll get the result. And if we get the result, we would have established a healthy lead in that top 4 race. Obviously Liverpool are going to play today and probably they will win their game, but still I think we'll be in good position and in touching distance of Aston Villa. That's the most important thing. I really think we can get third if we just find a way to break down low blocks moving forward.